Okay, so today we are going to start up a new series. This will be a video that I will do every now and then here and there. We're going to take a look at an unfavorable matchup and what to do if you're on the unfavorable side of it. The matchup we're going to take a look at today is going to be Alice into Ghost Rider. Now, part of the reason that I'm looking at this one in particular is that it is known as a bad matchup for Alice, and we'll go into why. But part of it is because of a game that I played where I was able to win that. It's not because I'm like some great unmatched genius. A lot of it came down to the fact that we were doing that in Team League. And most of the tournaments, you're like drafting fighters on the day of the match that you're doing. But with Team League, the drafting is all done ahead of time, and you go into the match knowing who you're playing, who your opponent's playing, what map you're on, and which one of you has advantage. Advantage meaning the one that gets to pick if you're going to be first or second player. And so you actually have a lot of time to like play out these games and practice and try to figure out the matchup. And me and my teammates did that a lot on that, and we came up with some stuff to kind of help me figure out a way to try to win this, to give me the best chance of winning it there, because it was still going to take some luck to do that. Now let's take a look at why this matchup is so bad for Alice. And so what we have here is a look at Ghost Rider here on Unmatched Club. And the big thing that is a problem for Alice is this special ability that he has right here. Ghost Rider starts the game with 5 Hellfire. When you maneuver, you may spend 1 Hellfire. If you do, increase Ghost Rider's move value to 4, and he may move through opposing fighters. Then deal 1 damage to each opposing fighter he moved through. So this right here is what makes it bad for Alice. It's this and one other thing that he has, Penance Stare, that he's able to just vroom through her a lot. As we'll see on Alice, Alice has 13 health, which is pretty low, and her only healing is attached to Looking Glass, which is a defensive card, which you kind of don't want to play in this matchup. And that's going to do with one particular card of Ghost Riders right here, Penance Stare. This is a versatile 3, but it's add the boost value of the opposing fighter's card to this card's value. You may spend 2 Hellfire to do it a second time. So he can add your boost value to it and bring this up a bit. He can spend 2 Hellfire and bring it up a lot. So let's look at Alice's cards and see why Penance Stare is so bad for her. We'll go ahead and go to Looking Glass, which kind of is like her signature card a lot of times. This is a 2-value defense. Now with Alice's ability, could be small and have that end up being a 3-value, just depending on when you play it. And you've got the 3 health recovery, but the issue is this number right here. It's at 4. 4 boost value is just bad for Alice when it comes to Penance Stare. If Ghost Rider throws Penance Stare into Alice and you defend with this, you're defending with a 2 or a 3. He's attacking with Penance Stare, which is a base of a 3. You add the 4, that's a 7. He can spend the Hellfire and make that an 11, because you're going to be taking 8 or 9 damage. Who cares if you heal 3? That's going to be like a 5 or 6 point swing for Ghost Rider, who's already going around and just vrooming you a lot every time that you come up there. Additionally, this is not Alice's only 4 boost. We also have Oh Frabjous Day, The Other Side of the Mushroom, and Snicker Snack, which are all 4s. And if Penance Stare gets thrown into one of those, it basically he just completely soaks it up, even without spending any Hellfire. You're at least making him throw a Penance Stare into something big there. Ideally, what you'd want him throwing it into would be like a Manxum Foe. If this Manxum were able to hit a 3 when you're big, that'd be an 8. It could potentially be a 9 if it grabbed one of the 4s. So that would be something that would at least make him have to use the Hellfire when he uses Penance Stare. Also, other cards that really become a problem Faint at least like stops Penance Stare, so a feint into a Penance Stare is okay. You don't care about the boost value there. I'm Late has a 3 value, which that turns Penance Stare into a 9. That's not good. So you really can't use this. Manxum on defense is always a little weird there. Penance Stare turns into a 7 there, which Manxum foe can on defense can get something pretty close to that, so that's better. So you're looking at a number of your attacks not always being ideal, and 2 of your defenses that really just become unplayable, on top of the fact that you don't have access to your healing, and that this guy is always going to be rooming through you. At least that sets his value to 4, and you can't make that any higher. Boosting it doesn't increase it, it just sets the value to 4. So what you have to do as Alice is you're going to have to keep Alice and Jabberwock separated, keep them away from Ghost Rider. Don't leave them both next to him. Make it where he can only room one of them. You have to just not use I'm late, or Looking Glass. That's 5 defenses that are just gone, but you're going to have to not use those. And you have to understand that there's a good possibility that some of these big 4s up here are just going to get, he's just going to completely swallow those up. And hopefully you're able to get some work out of Jabberwock, because you're going to need to do that. All right, so we're going to take a look at the game that I have here. I have everything pulled up from this, and we're just going to kind of scrub through this at high speed here. And we describe the whole game to you, reasons we were doing things at certain points, what I think I did right in here, and a few mistakes from my opponent that I was able to make, that I was able to take advantage of. This is like a 60-40 matchup looking at Tabletop League, so definitely not a good one for Alice, but a winnable one. This will hopefully show you here some of the ways to make this winnable. My opponent decided to start second. He wants that because he wants to put the initiative on me to make me have to approach him so that he can vroom me. So what I'm going to do, turn 1, I'm just going to double maneuver here and just kind of move out to these spots. Don't feel like boosting all the way up to him. Sending Alice and Jabberwock off different directions so that he can't vroom both of them. He is going to just double maneuver himself. Okay, I'm going to draw a card here. I'm going to boost with this regroup. I'm going to go ahead and send Alice in. I'm going to have to start doing some damage to him here, keeping Jabberwock off at a distance where he's still kind of central on the map, and I can bring him in when I'm ready, but not have him right there to get roomed alongside Alice. I'm going to attack. He is going to defend. And what we have here is other side of the mushroom into a feint. And other side of the mushroom, since I'm starting this game big, which is what I would recommend, this is a 5 into his feint, which is a 2, so he's going to take 3 damage. I'm not going to get my movement, so I'm not going to run away from him. I do stay big because of this. So I deal 3 damage to him. He takes that. He is now going to double maneuver here and vroom through me on both of them. So that's going to drop me down to 12. He's also overdrawn here, and he's going to discard the 1 card. He did move away from me. He didn't want to be right next to Big Alice, so I have to maneuver once. Not going to be able to double attack. And I'm going to attack a second time here. Now, earlier I attacked with Mushroom. I used that early because it was a boost 4. Got rid of that early where I didn't think he would be throwing Penance Stares right away. That in here, and this is Deal with the Devil into Snicker Stack. Now, Deal with the Devil lets him spend any amount of Hellfire and then increases the card by that amount. Snicker Stack is a 3 with the Big Alice will be a 5. It lets me look at his hand if I win. So he's kind of under pressure here to have to spend all 3 of his remaining Hellfire, which he decides to do to completely eat that attack. So that goes away. I didn't do any damage, but I used up all of his Hellfire. And he has Hell Rides with me, which lets him move a couple spaces. and he gains some Hellfire with that. He can move me or himself, doesn't really move us. That also gains an action, so he has 2 actions. So he maneuvers through me once, maneuvers through me a second time, and runs off to there, and now he doesn't have any Hellfire. Now, most of his defenses aren't really great if he doesn't have Hellfire. Now, he does have Stoke the Flames that can do a lot there, so that's gaining some Hellfire off of that, but he will take a lot of damage with it, so maybe you're willing to do it. Maneuver up to him, attack, and he has played Stoke the Flames. Now, I threw a Manxum out here, which a base Manxum is a 5, and this is a really lucky grab for me here. You can't see the numbers on it there, but this is I'm late, which is that defense I'm not going to use anyway. It's a 3, so that turns this into an 8, so he will take 6 damage here, so that knocks him down to 8. Downside to that is that he does end up getting all of his Hellfire back because he gains, well, 5 because he took 6 damage. So he does have a bunch of Hellfire and sitting next to me now. He's just going to vroom through me once, doesn't want to do it twice. Just kind of ends up there. What I'm going to do at this point is I am going to boost in the Jabberwock and send Alice off that way. Alice's health is starting to get low. I do have some things to worry about with that. I've got Blaze of Glory. Once I get really low, that is really scary when he is full of Hellfire. So we're just sending Jabberwock up there. Jabberwock's at like 8 health. I'd rather have Jabberwock nearby him. This one, the Jabberwock card that deals damage if he's adjacent. Fortunately for me, he played the card here, finally escaped Hell, which lets him move away. So he's going to move away before that damage happens, and he's not there. It also lets him get close enough he can like vroom through Alice again. It's down to 2 health. Vrooms are another time, and it's just down to 1. I am wanting to just go ahead and get some cards here, so I'm going to just maneuver Alice away, get Jabberwock back into center. He's going to go up to there, and he's going to go up to there and just kind of hang out in the middle. He's just going to maneuver up to there, boost up to the middle, and then he is going to play the scheme that gives him all his Hellfire back. So now he's sitting there with Hellfire. So it would have been good for me to hit him while he was only at the 1, but I unfortunately just was not in a position to do that right there. Going to send Jabberwock up to him, move Alice away a bit, and we're going to go ahead and attack again with Jabberwock. This is Jabberwock's card that turns into a 5. So that'll deal a little bit of damage into that 3. He's going to spend some of the Hellfire to go ahead and move over there to me, get me into double vroom range. She is then going to double vroom me, which was kind of his whole plan there. Figuring out exactly where he wants to stop. I'm now going to boost, send Jabberwock in, and you can see here he's got a full chunk of cards there in his hand. He's going to play I Escape from Hell again, which is going to be in the Jabberwock's 5 here again, so it's going to deal some damage to him. He's moving up there to me. I was kind of in danger in some of those last turns there that if he'd gotten Blaze of Glory, he might have been able to get up there to me because I hadn't gotten really low. Fortunately, he doesn't have the Hellfire to do a lot there, and he just didn't grab it. So he's going to maneuver to there, and then he's going to kind of just run away. And I think he probably needed to be a little more aggressive here. He wasn't wanting to get too close to me. Plays it and gets all of his Hellfire back. Once again, puts me in danger from Blaze of Glory. But if he has that, there's not a lot I can do. Do have all the Escape from Hell's gone. Going to go ahead and maneuver Jabberwock up again, and Jabberwock's going to attack. And this is just going to be a Jabberwock Manxum. And that's going to be into Control the Demon, which is going to be a 5 because he has 5 Hellfire there. He doesn't have to spend it. I am doing pretty well here that I grabbed Eat Me, which is a 3. So that makes it a 6. So that will put 1 damage into him. So still some damage over that, but not a lot, and didn't lose any of the Hellfire. At least he's got to boost the ways to get up there to Alice if he's going to do anything with like Blaze of Glory. I've kind of got him blocked there with Jabberwock. He's going to kind of maneuver up there. He's got a big full hand of cards there. And he kind of runs off here. And that was an interesting point here. I think he needed to stay around and engage. He was getting, especially with all of his Hellfire, not really sure why he ran off here. So I think that was one of the big moments here where things kind of turned for me. I think he got spooked by getting hit by Jabberwock so much. I'm going to boost Jabberwock in. Leave Alice away. We're going to attack, and this is going to be just a skirmish and to control the demon, which he is going to win, so I'm not going to get the effect off on it there, and it's not going to spend any Hellfire. And he's going to throw an attack at Jabberwock here. I think he's finally getting tired of Jabberwock. This is, I brought the devil with me. I don't have any cards to defend Jabberwock. I've just been trying to harass him with as much as I can. He can spend 2 Hellfire to gain an action, which he does. Puts that up, throws another attack. This is Spirit of Vengeance, and he spends another Hellfire there to draw the 2 cards off of that. Now, yeah, okay, he took out Jabberwock. He did spend like 3 Hellfire there, and I don't know if that was smart to spend all the Hellfire there, because now he doesn't have it for Alice. 3 is enough for Blaze of Glory, but it's still. So I'm going to go ahead and boost in with Frabjous, because I just need to get up there and do something. I am going to attack. I can't be as scared of Blaze of Glory, okay? I mean, I'm just, if he kills me with it, he kills me with it. And here is a Pendant Stare into Mad as a Hatter. And Mad as a Hatter is a 5 with this here. As a big Alice attack, that's a 5. It's only a 1 boost. So if he wants to completely eat it, he's going to have to spend some Hellfire here. Double the boost value, because that boost value is only 1. He does spend that. That drops him down to 1 boost value. I changed size for the first time this game. I've been big this entire game. I also kind of move away a little bit. He can vroom me once if he wants to, but that's all he's going to be able to do there. He does do that. He vrooms me. He doesn't have any Hellfire here. He throws an attack at me. I defend. This is a Spirit of Vengeance into a Skirmish. And the Skirmish in this case is a 5 because I'm small. I actually forget that and take a damage here, and then he reminds me, no, you're small, so that's a 5. So I completely swallowed that attack. I could have moved away if I wanted to, but I didn't. Just really fortunate here that he didn't find Blaze of Glory. That was one of the lucky things for me. And at this point, try to decide what I want to do here. I start considering running off and stuff. I'm like, no, this is like late game at a pivotal point. Take a look at his defenses. And I remember that he doesn't have anything that can hit over a 3 at this point, since he has no Hellfire. He used up all of his Hellfire. I think he didn't necessarily manage Hellfire that well. So going through that, I realized I've got a Momentous Shift in hand. Even small, the Momentous Shift can do 2 damage into him, because his best defense will be a 3, and Momentous Shift will be a 5. So I go up to there, throw that, and that's going to be outside of a feint. Okay, a feint, he would take 1 damage from a feint, and he would still be around. So if he has a feint, this could go bad for me. Otherwise, this kind of ends the game here. I feel that that's what we really need to do here. So throw that out there. Throws out the Wicked Will Burn, which doesn't even do anything without any Hellfire, and that drops him down to 0. So anyway, you can see on there that a little bit of planning things out and things going fortunate for me ended up making this where I was able to kind of steal a game that I probably shouldn't have been able to win. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, let me know. I've got some ideas for some other ones of these. You can go down into the comment section and let me know what you think down there. And you can give this video a thumbs up and a like. And you can also subscribe to my channel. Make sure you catch all the videos I post so you don't miss anything. This is Jeremy with Poindexter G, and we'll see you around next time.